I'm about to give my shirt to Doja Cat because she's the iconic girl.
Period!
No, bitch, you deserve it. Literally, and if you ever want anything more, I got you, always. This is the girl right here. I love you, Cat. Thank you so much.
Happy Pride Month!
Pablo.
Nice to meet you.
Wait, what's your real name? Or is it Doja? Is your real name?
Ami.
Ami? Ami, so nice to meet you, girl.
Nice
You're
to meet
beautiful.
you.
I hope you have the best night. You're literally everything in one.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Period!
My girl, Ami. Love you down. Don't say thank you.
You smell great.
Well, as y'all can see, this is a guy that met Doja outside of the club that they both were in, and he's basically a fan of Doja. In one of his videos, he said Doja complimented his shirt. I don't know if it was inside of the club or at this moment, and he gave her the shirt, and he was just pretty much fanning out because he's a fan of hers, and he said how much he loved her. But Doja went on a rant on Twitter and basically posted comments saying that he was musty and she really didn't want him touching her and more things, and the fans were not having it. They were like upset about it. They was mostly on this young guy's side about Doja is wrong for that. And I have heard stories before about Doja treating her fans horribly and how she really doesn't like her fans touching her or being close up on her. And they were saying, she said she needs to speak up more about, you know, them touching her and pretty much setting boundaries. But I don't think you should have went all in on this guy like that in your tweets, calling him musty and don't touch me and things like that. So we're going to get into this video and see what he has to say and see what other people has to say. This video is, of course, for entertainment purposes only. Everything said is just opinion or based on things we heard allegedly. Don't take it as facts and always do your own research.
Hi guys, I was just at a party and I got informed that Doja said some shit about me on Twitter. I just want to clear this up because it hurts, because I loved her. I watched her at Coachella. I've never claimed to be the biggest fan, but I really stand her and I think what her work is amazing. I just think it's crazy because she's the one at this event that was being so nice, and she said, she pointed out my shirt and I said, and I like that. And then when I went outside and she was outside, I was like, girl, you'd be the perfect girl for my Pride collection. And she said, what do you mean? What Pride collection? I said, oh, I released this t-shirt, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to give you one. She said, I'd want one right now. And I said, oh, I could give this one to you. She said, no way, you're not going to give this to me. And that's when the video started, and she was being so sweet and amazing, and I thought that's what it was. And now, guys, she's on Twitter saying she threw that musty shirt away. She's saying that I didn't know her name, that I manhandled her, all this stuff. I understand, guys, if I was being like too nice or whatever, I will take full accountability. I'm gay. I would never want to make her feel uncomfortable. She's so iconic. I have only been saying the nicest things about her. She's the sweetest celebrity. She made me feel so seen. She said, Ami, I thought she was nice. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is for publicity or for whatever, guys, but I would have never wanted to make her uncomfortable. I would have never even filmed if she didn't say yes. Guys, that video that we filmed was after everything, and I don't want to be that guy that comes on emotional or whatever, but I feel like I'm always the butt of the joke. Like, why am I the punching bag, bro? And I understand she has to set her boundaries. She's a celebrity. I'm not. I will never understand that, so I value that and I appreciate it and I get that. But for me, guys, I'm a normal ass person that's at a bar, meets Doja Cat. I just released my clothing drop for Pride, and I just offered to give her one, and she said, oh, I want one right now. So I had the size. I was like, here, take it. I apologize if I did anything wrong at all. But guys, I'm a human being too. And honestly, this just shows me, I guess, that maybe not everybody's who they show in person. I would have never said anything other than she's the sweetest girl ever. I'm about to give my shirt to Doja Cat because she's the iconic girl.
Period!
No, bitch, you deserve it. Literally, and if you ever want anything more, I got you, always. This is the girl right here. I love you, Cat. Thank you so much.
Happy Pride Month!
Pablo.
Nice to meet you.
Wait, what's your real name? Or is it Doja? Is your real name?
Ami.
Ami, so nice to meet you, girl.
Nice
You're
to meet
beautiful.
you.
I hope you have the best night. You're literally everything in one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Period!
My girl, Ami. Love you down. Don't say thank you.
You smell great.
People got this Doja Cat situation all wrong. I've been seeing more people like calling Doja fake as opposed to seeing her point of view, because you know what, honestly, I think she was intentionally, or I mean, she was not trying to be fake, but she was trying to people please. You get what I'm saying? And not gonna lie, most gay boys, they're very like they're really in your shit. Like they're really in your shit. They're positive, but sometimes it could be over the top. You know what I mean? You know how they are. They're friendly. They're good people. Yes, but for some people, it can make them a little bit like uncomfortable. And I think that's what happened to Doja Cat. Like she might have in a moment seemed like she was good and seemed like she was nice and complimented him saying that he smells good. But I think she was just trying to be nice, trying to people please, you know, like, because she's uncomfortable. I know so many people that they would laugh because they're uncomfortable, like a nervous laugh, you know, or smile because they're uncomfortable. Like, things like that happen to everybody. And I believe that's what happened to her. So she even admitted it. I need to learn how to do better standing up for myself and like setting the boundaries. You know, she's a grown person. I'm sure she knows, you know, but should she have tweeted what she tweeted about the shirt being stank? Probably not. But everything else, like, bro, like, we're all human. Like, I see her point of view, and to the guy, like, I see his POV too. It's nobody's fault. There's no like, oh, I'm siding with this person, I'm siding with this person. Y'all need to see both POVs. Like, yes, she even said it. I need to learn how to speak up for myself.
Yeah, I kind of agree with her on this. They both had a point of view, because the guy is looking at, well, she was laughing and talking with me and hugging me, and she took my shirt and, you know, conversating with me. She didn't seem like she was mad or bothered by it. But then I see what this girl is saying about Doja's point of view of, she just went along with him, but she was uncomfortable, and especially camera on her. Like she said, there are people who laugh when they're uncomfortable or have a smile on their face, and I know people that's like that as well. But like she said, I don't think she should have went online, like I said earlier, and said that about, you know, she threw the musty shirt away. She didn't want him touching her, this, that, and the third. You could have said it to him, you know, right then and there, but of course said it in a polite way. But the celebrities don't want people looking at them in a bad light. That's why I say I will not like fan out over a celebrity or run behind a celebrity screaming and hollering. Because like he said earlier, you never know a person until you actually get around them. So I've never been the type to do that anyway, that fan out, because I've heard several stories about several celebrities that are mean to their fans. And no, they don't have to kiss their fans behind just because, you know, the fans support them and they are the reason where they are at in life. But it's like, sometimes I just don't know, like, you have to be more nicer than that. Like I said, if she didn't like with him touching her, I wouldn't have went online and said those things about him. I would have just maybe said it to him like, hey, I appreciate this, but I'm not big on being touched. But she didn't want to look bad, like I said. So that's why this right here is the lesson of, like, stop fanning out over a lot of these celebrities, because they don't give two ish about a lot of us.
So let me get this straight. Doja Cat matched his energy, hugged him up, maintained his lack of personal space, threw a leg on him unsolicited, never mentioned her uncomfortability, never even non-verbally showed that she didn't give consent, was very disingenuous and dishonest about how she was truly feeling in the moment, completely maintained that Libra shit, all for her to spin the block and say that this man was musty. She was creeped out and uncomfortable. Celebrities are masters of manipulation. They are damsels of damage control. I keep reminding people that it's the song that changed your life, not the vessel that it came from. And if you fail to maintain your dignity around a group of people that an industry says is above accountability and above criticism, you will forever lose. These people don't like you.
And Doja, you would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling tweets. Why would you do that? Like, girl, like this, her mirroring his energy to make him feel comfortable, that's not a complex conversation. There's no debate about that. The problem is, why did you say something publicly afterwards? Girl, I can't keep defending you. Like, yeah, you were giving me jams and stuff, and like, I was really on board, like, for a little bit. Like, okay, I was still listening even after all the other stuff, but like, I don't really like this mean girl. That little mean girl energy stuff, that's not cute.
I never thought that I would be coming to Doja Cat's defense, but here I am. I actually don't think that Doja Cat was weird for the whole t-shirt situation. If y'all watched the clip, you could see that Doja Cat seemed uncomfortable by being touched by this person who was very excited to see her. And is it so unfathomable to think that maybe in that moment she performed like she was comfortable? You know, maybe also the idea that she was being filmed in that moment added more pressure to her performance to make it seem like she was comfortable. But I don't think that people should go around physically touching someone like that. And even if Doja didn't respond, when I watched that video and saw how much physical touch was going on, it made me uncomfortable. I know that if somebody was to have touched me like that, I would really, really struggle to feel comfortable by something.
But I can't lie, you do need to respect each other's boundaries and just people boundaries in general, because everybody is not going to just let you grab them or pull on them or feel like you can do whatever to them. Everybody's not going to like that. So we do have to respect boundaries as well.
Who's that?